Welcome to Family Product Reviews. If you are new here, support us by subscribing. Today we will be reviewing the Philips Norelco Hair Clipper Series 7100, model HC745241. The razor itself is fine. It's the plastic hair clipping guard that is prone to breaking. Cuts well, but while cutting long hair it gets stuck in the attachable comb, and every few seconds you need to clear it by hand. However, the main con is that the guard doesn't get close enough to even cut hair at all. The clippers feel like they are of good quality, and the charge does seem to last a long time. This unit worked perfect. It is light, with no noise, and the battery is good for more than a couple of cuts. It is nice not worrying about losing all of the combs that set the height. Love not have a drawer full of size clips you have to always dig for, and change out. This clipper is very good. It is fast, and sharp, but cannot be water washed. Since it's a unique build, it does not allow for any outside attachments to compensate for its shortcomings. Every time this happens, the motor spins rapidly as it's disconnected from the clipper, but the clipper does not vibrate. However, that would not allow me to clean below the comb as effectively as before. It takes virtually no pressure to bend the plastic groomer, and then all of a sudden you've cut a lot more hair than anticipated. It might be powerful with turbo version, but detachable comb of this machine makes this machine is a complete waste. Kind of a large cutting head for beard trimming, so not the precision control that some have, but the battery and charging mechanism make up that shortcoming. So once he was done testing out this clipper, he had to break out his wall balding clippers and finish the job. The two-bro speed on this clipper gets to about 75 of the speed of the wall balding clipper, so even at its fastest speed, this clipper is slow. If you're cutting your hair longer than say 12-inch, it'll require regularly shaking hair off the comb and back again. It gets quite annoying, but if you're okay with every couple laps and pulling the hair off the comb yourself, this really is the perfect lithium hair clipper. Cuts well. The only problem is, need to clean the hazer that's stuck on the clipper every few seconds while cutting the hair. It leaves a zebra-like pattern, and does not cut well around the contours of the head. The hair guard plastic bends a lot under force, and cuts much closer when it does so. The material on the guard is not stiff enough to retain its shape under normal force while going over the head, and resulted in a thoroughly uneven buzz. The teeth on the attachment are too far apart, and too few to actually grab the hair and lift it from the scalp. He keeps his beard very short, and this clipper, though a little large, is easy enough, and certainly handy enough, that he always manages to look well groomed. The only problem might be the inability to replace the comb if it breaks. It is flimsy at a reasonable price too. For the first time in a foreign country to buy things, very excited. Very good stuff, with the likes of, even after plugging it in, the clippers lag intermittently, and result in a patchy haircut. Also, if you press too hard to get some of the tough to cut places, the fins on the guide can splay open, and bring the cutter closer to the skin, which defeats the purpose of the depth guide. Although at first, it feels a bit lightweight, and more plasticky than the heavy manly wall, this clipper cuts so much better. That way you don't need a whole box of combs that clutter up your bathroom and get lost. And if it is dead, then it only takes 10 minutes or so to charge enough to cut your hair. With so many settings for hair length, you can really get the haircut you want. Unfortunately, these clippers cut uneven and leave very noticeable stripes in your hair that is hard to blend out. Now that title is not exactly a glowing recommendation, but let's see what's going on and what to expect here. Not exactly fair to the Norelco, but hey, they put the product out into haircut land, and are attempting to go up against the big boys. Welcome to the fight. No corte muy bien. Tengo que hacer varias pasadas para que corte bien el cabello. Highly recommended over the ones with the cord that can get in the way and be a hindrance to a proper haircut. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe and leave your comments below.